We call ourselves CiiiTY, but we global. And everybody that has a voice is allowed to be vocal.
All right, we're just gonna jump right into it, man. Cameron Airborne, appreciate you being, man, on the platform. It's a huge honor for me.
I appreciate the invitation.
Yes, sir. Well, I want to welcome your friend Knox and Ashley, right? Huh?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought I fucked up. Okay, cool. So, yeah, man. This is well awaited. So Cameron Airborne, man, out of West Palm Beach.
Yeah, from Boynton.
From Boynton.
Yeah.
Specifically from Boynton. I've been interviewing a few Boynton artists. It's popping off in Boynton right now, right?
Yeah, I mean, I guess so. I've been doing it for
a long time. Yeah, for a minute, bro.
I kind of just stay in my own lane.
I feel like you a little bit underappreciated, man. Like your records are hitting, like.
Thank you.
All of them.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like, how are you getting so much recognition? Is it from the city of Boynton? Like, where is all this? Where is all this attraction coming from?
That's one of the things I always try to tell people, that the world is real big. It's way bigger than Palm Beach, and a lot of people are gonna show you recognition before the people in your city. So it's real important to go outside the city and travel, and really those people kind of gravitate towards you because the internet is a huge thing these days. So it's kind of life changing, really.
For sure.
Yeah.
So how are you attacking that? Because I don't see you into like the gimmicks or doing like internet stuff. You know, like the kind of like being crazy and rash, like, you know what I'm saying? Like on that 6ix9ine and stuff. Like, so how are you getting that internet attraction? Is it just the realism in your music, like basically, what you're talking about?
Yeah, pretty much. Like a lot of people are gravitating towards specifically like what I say, telling me they really relate to it. And, specifically my single "Gotta Be Real" it has really helped increase my audience and my following, and it's just music like that. It has longevity. It's not generic trap beats with 808s and stuff. I play guitar too, so like a lot of the stuff we were listening to, I co-produced it on the guitar and stuff that. So
that's what's up.
Yeah, so I try to really get out of my element, out of the box, and try to be different. You know?
Yeah. Okay. Well, we all know you are OG in this music stuff, man. So where did it all start out for you, man? Young Cameron Airborne in Boynton Beach. How'd that all start out for you with music?
Like I said, I play guitar, so the first thing really, I used to play in a band. I play guitar in a band, and I wasn't really like, I don't really work too well with other people and like groups and stuff, so I kind of like gravitated towards myself, and I always like wrote rhymes and stuff like that, so I kind of just like shifted gears at one point and tried like something different, and I just kind of stuck with it. And
so for the longest you were just a guitar player?
Yeah,
to start?
For sure.
Okay.
Definitely. And then like I said, I had a shift, and I mean it's just with time, like things grow, the sound of what you're trying to do changes. It's just growth, really.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
What would you say was the record that did it for you, that like showed you the way in terms of like your sound, in terms of where you are?
Probably the record I had just mentioned, "Gotta Be Real." That was one of the first records I really played guitar on and kind of tested that kind of element with my music. So it just worked very well. So I'm kind of shifting towards that lane a little bit.
Towards that lane, right?
Yeah.
So your latest record, actually I saw an article on you, right? You got an article on your record with I think Doobie.
Yeah, Caskey
and
Doobie.
Caskey. Yeah.
Yeah, so it was actually it was featured in The Source.
Yeah.
So,
The Source. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was dope. The video to that was dope too. I mean, the animation, like who shot that?
It.
That was crazy.
My boy Andrew Colton, he pretty much shoots all my videos. So having both of them on the song is really hard to at the time. It was written before COVID, so things were kind of popping, and it was real hard to get everyone at the same place at the same time. So I came up with the idea of, in the video, I drop acid and I have them appear as cartoons.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean?
Oh, okay, yeah. So it came from just them not being in
correct. Yeah. So I it was more of like an improv
Yeah.
trying to figure out how I can still incorporate it and still put out a high quality video and still have it do numbers, you know.
That's genius, man. So you directed that video there.
Pretty much,
Pretty much,
yeah. I
right.
kind of have a directive role in a lot of my videos.
Yeah.
I kind of come with the story and then we just piece it together.
Okay.
For sure.
Hell yeah. I think it's good to be hands-on with your work because you want
That's the
it,
best
especially
way.
when you care about it, you want it to come out a certain way.
For sure.
For sure.
Definitely, that's the best way. When you really care about something and you don't want to put it into other people's hands, you want to
Yeah.
kind of just do everything and make sure it gets done right.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, at the same time, it's really a stress reliever when you can depend on someone to get your ideas across. You feel like you have somebody on your team, or people that you've come across that actually did that for you, that was able to put Cameron Airborne in real time what you were imagining in your head, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yes and no, cause I feel like just me as a person, like I'm never gonna not have, like I'm always gonna be in the driver's seat. You know what I mean? Like I'm
Yeah.
gonna have someone next to me, like helping me, like guide it out. But for the most part, I feel like I get like it's weird to me. I get a little unfocused if I'm not like overseeing
Yeah.
like stuff. Like I have people like handle it. Like I have a manager that kind of like handles what I have to do, but I, for the most part, like still have like
Have to
the
have to
direction.
play a role in it.
Correct, yeah,
Yeah.
because I mean it's just part of it in my eyes.
Because I'm thinking that might get a little overwhelming
It
at
does.
times. Yeah.
It does, but you just find balance for everything, you know, because eventually is just gonna grow and get bigger, and you just have to learn how to adapt and just kind of progress with what's going on. It's very it moves fast, it happens fast, but you just take it in and just go step by step.
Okay.
For sure.
For sure, man. So are you using any kind of like strategies at all as far as like marketing or branding yourself? Because I feel like you have all this growth, but it's kind of happening with just the music.
Right.
Yeah. That from me outside looking in, or are you like, do you have like a marketing team that's making some of this happen for you?
Like a mix of both. I'm kind of my own marketing team in a sense, with along with my manager. Just is like basically a team that I oversee, like a publicist and things like that. And just being consistency, it really helps drive, like people's attention is real short. It's like ADHD, 10 seconds. You want to keep it, shoving it in their face. That's what I feel like people lack. They just put out 1, 2, 3 songs and videos, and then they get comfortable and they don't keep dropping. You gotta keep it.
You gotta keep working because they gonna see that work.
100%.
Yeah, for sure, man. All right. Well, my thing is, if somebody were to ask you like, how'd you get to this point? So your advice would pretty much just be, just keep working, pretty much like
Yeah.
being consistent.
Yeah, exactly. If you just keep doing what you're doing, and you just stay consistent, eventually everybody has their time. It's all about whether you take advantage of it or you miss it. You know what I mean? Because eventually, everyone, if you stay consistent at it, there's gonna become an opportunity
To present
available.
themselves. Yeah.
Correct. It's all about how bad you're trying to get it,
Yeah.
how hard you look for that opportunity, how you apply yourself. Like, are you gonna go buy like 2 pairs of Jordans? You gonna go spend
Mm-hmm.
money on a music video and make it happen? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Little stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same 24 hours, man. That's how I see
Correct.
it,
Yeah. Exactly.
For sure. All right. Well, you mentioned something earlier, not only with consistency, but traveling, right? So
Yeah.
that has also played a big part in your growth as an artist.
Mhm.
What advice would you give on that? Because you could tell me to travel, but how am I sure that the people of a certain location or demographic
Uh-huh.
is gonna be attracted to my music? Or how do I build those connections from scratch when I move on to somewhere else?
I would say if you're doing things yourself, I like to look at my Spotify and see what cities on my Spotify are really doing well, doing
Okay.
the best. Then from there, I have a general idea of what's the best place to go, how do I get there. Then from there, I start researching. I have a pretty big Facebook audience, so I always ask them like, hey, tag promoters, this and that, and then eventually it's very, very hard work, but eventually you get a list of promoters that you just interact with, and all of a sudden, like, you're acting as your own booking agent.
Yeah.
And before you know, you have contacts. Like, it's crazy. You want to set up a tour, and all of a sudden you know 10 people.
And different different.
You know what I
places
mean?
people
Like
go.
stuff like that. But then that's also over like years of just building.
We call ourselves CiiiTY, but we global. And everybody that has a voice is allowed to be vocal.